Welcome to this week's weekly inspiration. I'm Batman.
And Wonder Twin powers activate. I'll stay the same.
Let me take off my mask. So,
for those of you that don't recognize him, this is Joey Sampaga.
I'm Joey Sampaga, and this is my lovely partner,
Kathy Beckman.
How you doing, Kathy?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I love your black shirt.
And I love your black shirt. We're right in spirit for Halloween.
That's right.
We just need a little orange somewhere.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any orange around. So anyway,
We'll pretend.
Today we're talking about masks.
That's right. Clearly, because you had yours on when we started. Nice mask. Looked a little bit more like Mardi Gras, though.
Did it?
Yeah,
that's right.
That's okay.
So masks.
Masks. Well, you and I both belong to the 6 Degrees of Leadership.
Yes. Awesome group, by the way.
It is absolutely amazing. And lately, we've been getting deeper and deeper, more personal conversations.
Yes.
And 2 weeks ago was the first time that we actually paired up. Typically, we all go around and we speak individually on a topic, this or that. And then we kind of have a brainstorming-like session where we throw out ideas as they come to us. And this time, they gave us these personality sheets to work off of, and we had to check out what personality types and characteristics were ours, like the talker, or the introvert, or the life of the party, or the worker.
Yeah, they had some weird names connected to them, though. Sanguine and...
Sanguine.
And blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I know. I remember the blah, blah, blah. I can never remember them.
Yes.
But yeah, so you were supposed to go through and figure out what personality most reflected you, and then figure out why. Typically a lot of our personality characteristics are used to mask something in our past or our present. So we all got to pair up and started telling stories, and I don't think it was really intended to tell stories. It started out to be more talk about each of these and why you are that way. But it very quickly became sharing deep, dark family secrets that that you wouldn't share with anybody else, and there was some kind of trust there when you didn't know the person that well, that there was a comfort level that you could put down your mask. And Jean, my partner, I won't mention her last name just in case, she actually went first in the sharing, and I was blown away with her stories. And again, I won't betray her confidence, but the stories that she told me, and one thing she did say is that, her family didn't want anybody else knowing what was going on. And I came from the same kind of thing. My grandmother used to lie to the neighbors about where my dad was.
Wow. Yeah.
And say that he was off in the military, and that's why he was never around.
So she put that mask on to protect. Yeah, and
gave me that mask because then, do I tell the truth and let everybody know my grandma's lying? And it's just a very uncomfortable situation to put a child in.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, mask. We all wear masks, and I know I do. And when you're in business.
So does this mean you're not that good looking when you put your mask?
No, I'm actually better looking.
Oh, okay. It's to make us all feel more comfortable.
Exactly. So the mask that I wear when I'm doing business prior to really knowing that transparency is the way to go. There's things that you can't show to just anybody but your loved ones. But the mask of, ooh, I'm really successful, or I'm really, I know what I'm doing type thing.
Right.
So you
confidence,
and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong, confidence. But if it's the wrong type of confidence that you're putting out there, then I don't know if that's so healthy.
Yeah, sometimes it's very empowering to let your guard down and fall down in front of other people. And this was not my intention, and I didn't set out to do this, but in the last 2 weeks I've been put in quite a few situations where I've had the opportunity to really be vulnerable, and which is completely outside of my character.
Sure.
I'm going to try not to get too emotional. I've never had anybody in my life that's really taken care of me. From the time I was young, I was always protecting my mom. And I've just never had that protector figure in my life, ever. And there was somebody this week that he recognized that, and he said, you know, I saw you last Sunday, and you looked, he goes, to the outside world, you probably looked really happy, but I'm starting to well up, but I could sense the sadness in you. And he said, I went home and started talking to my wife, and I realized, I started thinking about what you're going through. And he started pouring out, and actually it was almost like he peeked behind the curtain and saw what was going on, and as he started reiterating what was going on, I mean, I found myself at lunch with my head in my hands bawling just because somebody saw through. And it was pretty powerful.
Yeah. And when you get those feelings out, I think that it frees those. I mean, we have feelings for a reason. God created feelings for a reason. Right. You know, like to cry and all that stuff, because if not, we just explode.
That's
we
right.
would, wouldn't we? I mean, he created anger, right? I mean, we get angry, we show it to get it out of our system, and, you know, especially with crying. I mean, we just...
Well, and another option is to go numb. I was at a different event where a gal sitting next to me, she was talking about her struggles that she was going through, and she was talking to the presenter, and he kind of started talking before she finished, and her last sentence was about how, you know, I don't feel these highs, I don't feel these lows, I'm just numb. And I was sitting next to her, and I heard that, and he started going off and kind of talking, answering kind of a different question, and I said, I think you need to stop and let her, I said, say what you said again. And it was really, that was a scary thing to admit in a crowd of people that she didn't know. I didn't know her, I had just met her. And to, you know, you hide that, you put the mask up so long that you become numb. And Jean and I both, we didn't even realize that we were holding all this in, because you know, you just suppress it since you were a kid, and it's who you are and what you do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, with masks.
They're good for Halloween.
Yes.
Although, Joey, we really need to see how handsome you really are.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know if we can take it.
Yeah.
I'm getting a Pulp Fiction moment when he opens up the briefcase and it starts glowing.
I remember that, yeah.
But with masks, you know, maybe find that person or find that environment where they are supportive, loving people, where you can start bringing down the mask. Call either one of us. Send in your comments. We're happy to share with you where and when we meet. There's groups all over the valley. So
yes. So go out there, be safe during this Halloween time.
Yes, please.
You can put those masks on, but take the other masks off.
Once in a while.
Enjoy yourself. Call us. And until next week.
Have an inspired week. Happy Halloween!
Bye.